You seen that film where there's that man and he lives in a cave with a boy? He's got a car.
Lives in a cave with his boy and he's got a car.
Yeah, some fire comes out of his car. He's got a friend who's in the police, I think. Irish bloke.
Irish bloke. Is that the...
His mate who's in the police, he's got a torch. And he turns his torch on. And then this bloke comes and gives him a hand. Helps out the police. I don't think he gets paid, he hasn't got a uniform or nothing, but he just helps out the Irishman.
It's an Irishman. Is that the explosion at Flanagan Square?
No. It's a proper big film. A blockbuster, that's it. Definitely a blockbuster. He knocks down the road sign with his car. And he's got a belt.
So this film, Boy Cave.
He's got a rubber hat.
He's got a rubber hat? Is it
He knocks over a sign in his car, he's got a rubber hat. Lives with a boy. I can't think of the boy's name, I think he's called Robert.
The boy with a rubber hat. No.
He's got a rubber hat, he's got a car. Some fire comes out of his car when he presses a button, I think.
That's him. GG Bang Bang. Was that not the editor's cut?
No, it's much more optimistic.
Right. So
Batman.
Oh, Batman. Oh, of course.
Batman.
Aye.
You know the film where there's this kid and he meets a fella with a big head.
He meets a fella with a big head. Yeah. That's kid.
Thin neck, a big head.
Thin neck, a big head, eh?
He just hangs out with him. And then in the end, some people come and they put a big bag over the house.
Oh, I think I know that. There's some BMXs in it, isn't there? There's some BMXs in it.
Yeah, there's a bit of bicycle motocross.
And a record player attached to an umbrella, I think. There was a big tube in it. There is a big tube in it.
They put a bag on the house at the end and then they all go down the tube.
Big bag on the house. It was fucking ludicrous. This film was mad, wasn't it?
And then I don't know what happens to the fellow with the big head. I don't know if he's not in the bag at the end. He's got out of it. They've put a bag over the house to try and catch the fellow with the big head.
Yeah, and the float.
But he's away.
T.E. wasn't it?
E.T.
Oh fuck yeah!
You know that film with the fellow with the jeans and the gun?
That's that Western, isn't it?
No.
Not the Western.
He's got a sweatshirt.
They've all got he's got a sweatshirt as well.
Got a sweatshirt, jeans, a gun.
Does he got shoes on?
He runs across a balcony and some fellas with machine guns, and they've got brown coats and a few of them got beards, and they machine gun loads of planters as he runs across the balcony in his jeans.
In his jeans?
In his jumper with his gun.
In his jumper with his gun. Yes, it's filmed a lot of boxes for a lot of films, this one.
There's a bit where there's a mate of his, and his mate's just, I think he's waiting for him or something. And he comes along, he creeps up behind him and he puts a banana up his exhaust.
Oh! I can't do his laugh. I know it in my head, I can hear it now. It sounds like a donkey giving birth.
Danny Henry.
Yeah, Danny Henry.
You can't watch an Eddie Murphy film without going, is that Eddie Murphy? Is that Eddie Murphy? Is that Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy's always
Eddie Murphy's playing the kettle. Eddie Murphy's playing the wall in this scene. Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy. Eddie flippin' Murphy. There's Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy.
It's Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy. The famous Irish actor.
I don't know who's Irish.
It's called Eddie Murphy. It's called because he's Irish. That's not an American name. If he was American, he'd be called like Chip Bloomer.
Judge Reinhold was in that.
Judge Reinhold, the poor man's Tom Hanks.
Yeah, the very same, the poor
But he
man's
was
Tom Hanks.
way better than Tom Hanks.
Yeah, he could have fulfilled Tom Hanks. Can you imagine him in Castaway? I haven't even seen Castaway, so what am I talking about? Have you seen Castaway?
No, I haven't seen Castaway.
He just draws a fucking face on a football, doesn't he? And sits on a desert island.
Yeah, if I fell out of a plane, landed in the sea, survived, swam and found that island, and I was going to survive there, I'd probably get rid of Tom Hanks and I'd just keep that ball, because that ball looked pretty sound. I'd just hang out with that. Eat Tom Hanks, me and the ball would eat Tom Hanks.
You haven't seen it? No. Oh, it's glorious.
I've seen it listed.
Yeah.
Revenge of the Nerds. There's a film.
I've never
That's
seen
a film,
Revenge of
man.
the Nerds.
What?
I've never seen Revenge of the Nerds.
Yet you've seen Avatar.
Well,
You've seen
yeah, no.
Apollo 13.
No, I haven't seen it.
I've never seen that. Like.
Yeah.
No interest in
I
that.
might have watched 20
whatsoever.
minutes of it at Christmas once.
They go in a rocket and they have a mishap, basically. So I'm not really, it's not my cup of tea. That.
It's much more with the rocket. Mostly what the rocket's carrying is the rocket.
You're straight. Have you seen that film where there's a fellow with a moustache and he's got a fish on his car?
Well, like a real fish.
Yeah, and he drives.
Well, like a real fish.
I think it's like
A made-up fish.
I think it's a real fish. Yeah.
That's right there as well.
But there's a fella.
Yeah.
He's got a fish on his car.
Yeah.
Have you seen that film where have you seen that film where there's a fellow with a moustache, he's got a fish tied onto his car.
Right.
And he drives through some sand.
That's Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit, yeah, Smokey and the Bandit.
The sand.
Everyone's trying to get a fish.
It was the sand that did it for me, the driving through the sand. There's only one man that would drive through sand, and that's Burt Reynolds.
I think
so that is the band, but I don't.
He probably makes a policeman crash into a big load of shit at some point.
Yeah.
He usually does that. You do that.
3 egg cups. Of course, yeah. That's
test the wind.
It's a very simplistic test to give you very little.
I've tested the wind. The wind is there. We've seen that film where there's a lad with a belt.
A lad with a belt.
He meets this old fella, hangs about with this old fella, and he takes him to a village and makes him just work for him, basically. There's a slave fixing things and mending things.
Go on.
He's got a belt. He's got a belt. He wears hair gel, I think.
Belt and hair.
The lad with hair gel and a belt.
Yeah.
And there's this old fella who's the mate's like, you know, and he just I think he lives with the old guy, and he just fixes stuff and cuts his grass.
Is that
stuff like that.
Is that thing where he turns into the thing where he gets stuck in a computer? Is it that's Tron?
He's got a bandana.
He's got a bandana. That's I've literally no idea what film that is.
There's a lad with a belt and he wears hair gel. He just has to do loads of jobs for this old fella. Oh, and then at the end he kicks another lad.
Oh.
That's it, the Karate Kid.
The Karate Kid.
The Karate Kid. The Karate Kid.
That means empty voice or something, doesn't it? Empty voice, eh?
Empty ass.
Empty ass, of course. Have you seen that film where the little girl turns the telly on?
Anchorman.
No, it's not that one.
Jewel in the Nile.
No, admittedly there is a girl who turns the telly on in that one. This girl turns the telly on. And then there's...
Staggered with Martin Clunes.
No. When she turns the telly on, it's like you know when tellies used to be broken at night. When you turn the telly on, it was just grey dots all over the screen.
Oh yeah,
yeah. When she turns the telly on, it's like that. That's what happens when she turns the telly on. It's just all like.
Paul de Gouste.
Paul de Gouste.
Paul de Gouste.
Have you seen that film where there's those three guys?
Three amigos.
No, it's that's not the thing I was thinking of. I mean, it bears certain similarities to it in theme and texture, and you know, it's getting there.
Yeah.
But it's not the Three Amigos. The comedy's a bit more, well, not particularly more cerebral, just less good.
That's good. 3 stars. As opposed to 5.
3 stars. Maybe it's even 2.
I can give stars, but I never say how many stars it's out of.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I like to see unlit stars
Yeah,
represented.
much the same way that I don't agree with chili ratings on food. A little picture of a chili on the side of a bottle, even if there are empty chilies above it, it gives no frame of reference to what's going to happen in your mind.
This heat contains 1 chili.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we're going to have the Scoville scale on it, but I don't get that.
No, you should have.
I think he's got an Italianish sounding name, and I'm sure he's been in gangster films.
John Baloney.
John Baloney, aye, that's his name, John Baloney. No, it's not John Baloney, but he might as well be called John Baloney.
John Baloney's a good actor, John Baloney. There's a few Baloneys in there. They're like an acting family. Billy Baloney.
The only family I know begins with
Hey, I'm Billy Baloney.
Billy Baloney, oh, no.
Hey, I'm John Baloney.
You've been watching...
Billy Baloney's my brother.
You've been watching a lot of gangster films.
I've never seen a gangster film.
Well, where do you get all these Balonies from?
Adverts.
They're in adverts.
Adverts for...
They're big in adverts, the Balonies.
Adverts for products.
For stuff and things like you get in shops.
Items. Products.
So,
merchandise.
Yeah, so there was
merchandise.
Yeah, getting back to the film.
Right, there's 3 fellas.
Yeah.
Have any of them got hats?
I think one of them takes to his hat. He's given a hat.
He lends a hat.
Somebody, it was more of a gift. It's like his hat, but he doesn't start out with a hat, because they all live in a place where nobody wears hats, and then they go to a place where lots of people wear hats.
Cool Runnings.
No, it's not that. Jack Palance is in. So if you ever want to know who Jack Palance is, get yourself down to Blockbuster and rent our old Billy Crystal classic.
I'll Google his face. Seen that film where there's a guy, he puts some socks on and scores a goal?
And they like Beckham?
No, that's...
Oh, it's a girl, isn't it?
He has a cup of tea, he puts on some socks and scores a goal. Northern fella.
The northern fella puts socks on and scores a goal. He has a cup of tea as well.
Yeah, I think he drinks some milk out of a bottle as well, a glass bottle.
That's the advert for milk, isn't it?
No, they wouldn't.
Stanley!
Drink it out of a glass bottle. Go on, dare you. That's the advert. Milk. Drink it out of a glass bottle. Go on, dare you. Cut your lips. Don't try and tell us.
I'd buy more milk.
Buy more milk.
Yeah.
Don't buy milk. Don't buy milk. Don't buy any more milk than you already buy. Milk in a can. Throw milk in a can in the 80s.
It's not difficult to put things in a can if they're liquid. Like you can do it. All
milk though. You don't want metal milk.
Metal
milk. Milk in a can.
No. Milk definitely comes out of a
80s. Out of the 80s.
Milk straight out of the 80s.
Milk was going on well before the 80s, isn't it? I've seen milk from the 60s.
Surely that's cheese.
No, you're thinking of
butter.
No.
Peach powder.
Grout.
Grout. Yeah.
Grout.
So what's happening in this film? The Lap of the Belt.
We've done that one. That's Karate Kid. Yeah. Seen that film? Oh no, the film. He puts on some pairs of socks.
Oh yeah,
one pair of socks.
Scores a goal. He's a northern lad.
Puts on his socks, has a cup of tea, scores a winning goal. Northern lad.
Is it Alan Shearer to the rescue?
No. It's got Trevelyan's in it. Trevelyan, man.
What? Which Trevelyan?
Trevelyan. The fella off the computer game with a black outfit.
Wow.
And a gun.
Oh, that
Trevelyan. You know Trevelyan.
Trevelyan. I must confess.
Siberian Special Forces, Moonraker Elite. Trevelyan. Dwarf with a bowler hat.
Oh, right.
Big man with a shirt.
Right. Oh, the
Trevelyan.
Trevelyan.
He's in it. Trevelyan.
Are you sure he's called Trevelyan?
No.
You're not.
Of course I'm not. I've never seen the film.
Alright.
I've played the game and I've seen Trevelyan in the game.
Alright.
He's hanging out by the toilet.
Oh, that'll be
AK-47.
one of that massive big long series of frankly not very good films that I haven't seen. It'll be
James Brown. I think it's James Brown.
It'll be one of the ones with the least successful Bond actors. Bond.
The man with
The name's Bond.
the man with the garden gun.
The man with the garden gun. Yeah, I remember that one. He does like that.
Technically a hose. It's got a trigger mechanism on it.
Yeah. Actually, when you were talking about computer game, I was thinking about the other James Pond. That pond thing.
Oh yeah, you can turn into a pipe. It says he was a fish,
Yeah.
but he can turn into a pipe. He's a cod, wasn't he?
He was a cod. Was he a cod?
Yeah.
He was a cod.
Wasn't he?
He was golden. I thought he was a goldfish.
So he was a cod.
Maybe a cod.
James Pond. 00 cod.
Oh, that wasn't it?
Yeah, he was a fucking cod, man. A cod, but he could go into a pipe. Produce a pipe.
He'd hang upside
Produce
down
a
from
pipe
roofs.
and then go in it.
Roofs.
Yeah, you had to be in his pipe to get onto the roof though.
Yeah.
You couldn't just flip on him.
Fucking fish.
I like that game actually, it's a good game.
Easy. Just
What do you want?
a cellulose outer
A
skin.
skin. I have many skins. I have whole packet.
I have only one skin.
Do you have a light?
I don't have a laptop.
Does your mother know you smoke? Does your mother know that you cannot cancel rhubarb? The rhubarb delivery is imminent. It cannot be struck off like a doctor. Egypt!
No,
It's got socks. It drinks milk out of a bottle. Scores a goal.
Oh, we're still on that one, aren't we?
Yeah. Trevelyan's in it.
What's the... Well, no, it did that. It's the garden gun, isn't it?
No. Trevelyan's in it, but he scores a goal.
He scores his
He's
goal.
playing soccer. Soccer.
I definitely haven't seen this this film.
Trevelyan's in it. Scores a goal. Drinks milk. Wears socks. Jogs. Does some jogging.
Does he shoot at things? Does he get shot at?
He's a goal shooter.
He's a goal shooter.
He's a goal shooter. He can kick a shoot.
Kick a shoot.
Kick a shoot with his leg.
And kick it right into the goal hole.
Right through the goal.
Right through the goal. Right through the goalie.
Goalies were scared.
Mm.
Goalies were petrified because he could smash a ball so hard with his fully developed foot. It's bionic trotter.
Was it Meme Machine with Vinnie Jones?
No. Meme Machine.
Meme Machine.
Meme Machine.
Meme Machine.
Meme Machine. Who watches Meme Machine?
I've seen both. Three versions.
Three Meme Machines.
There's three versions of that film.
It's ridiculous that there's one.
The original whippet Reynolds and quite a good film.
Is it?
Yeah.
He plays soccer.
No, he doesn't play soccer.
What does he play? Baseball.
American.
I'm gonna play an American sport.
Please.
I'm gonna play some baseball.
Please gridiron.
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 Wrestling. Do a bit of wrestling. A gridiron. Men's hockey. What other American sports are there? Sports that aren't played anywhere else in the world.
NASCAR.
NASCAR.
Monster truck racing. Monster truck racing.
What's
Truck
NASCAR's that one with it? NASCAR. See the cars go round and round.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that it?
That's the one where once a season 30 cars have a massive pile up and 5 people die.
That's the best bit.
And there's flames and people screaming. They play lacrosse, but mostly in Canada. Eh?
Where do you get your information, the Beano?
Oh, the donkey's dying.
Oh, Canada.
Good grief. That's precarious.
So anyway, Trevelyan
Right, Trevelyan
scores a goal with socks on.
jogs up a ramp at one point.
That's Rocky.
No, it's like Rocky, but he scores a goal. A good goal.
Is he an American? This? No, you said he was Northern. He doesn't play soccer.
He does play soccer.
You're not Northern then, is he? Because you play football?
He does play soccer.
Play football.
In the movies, it's soccer.
Not if it's a movie where there's
No, if it's a movie with Vinnie Jones in it. But if it's a proper movie with American acting men in it.
Playing soccer.
Yeah.
He's not Northern then?
No, he can pretend to be an American.
Alright, so he's
But
Northern who pretends to be American.
this guy, he can pretend to be from anywhere on the earth. Anywhere. He's from Sheffield.
Oh, I think I know where you're going with this. Fuck me. Is that about the best team in Sheffield, that film?
No, that's about the worst team in Sheffield. Yeah, it's about the best team in Sheffield, actually, yeah. Of the two, I'd go for the Blades, I think. Both got quite good fans and good atmosphere.
When Saturday comes and we'll go down to the match and watch we get fucking beaten again and have a miserable old evening.
Yeah.
Ah, see.
Saturday comes.
Scene Bean.
When Saturday comes.
Sean Bourne. Scene Bean.
Starring Scene Bean.
Scene Bean. Sean
From
Bourne.
England.
England. Sheffield, England. That's right next to London.
Live from London. Scene Bean on stage in a play about a mouse.
Stuart Little.